Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's collective reading. I was kind of drawn to use the in-between tarot today, and I'm not sure if I've ever used this on a YouTube, so I think you guys might enjoy seeing it if you haven't seen it before. And given the eclipse we had yesterday, my Moonology cards are also back out along with the Starseed Oracle, and I think I'm gonna start using the Starseed Oracle for this reading, and then we will also pull a card or two from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. It's a very emotion-based deck, and because emotions are really running high in the collective right now, might give us some good insights. So cards are already flying out, and they're all flying out in the reverse position. This tells me that a lot of people in the collective may kind of be feeling upside down. So the first card that came out is health, but for some reason it's reminding me of the heart chakra center. So I'm getting a very specific message here. There could be someone in the collective that has some heart-related issues, but I'm hearing heart chakra clearing for the sake of your health. So there is someone in the collective that is struggling with self-love right now in a way that is hindering them from getting the help that they need to maintain good health. So at the bottom of the deck here we have discipline. This person, whoever I'm channeling, may not have the discipline right now to really take care of their physical health, because I'm hearing my guides say feelings of unworthiness. They just may not feel like they are worth taking care of. I really get the feeling that this person is at a rock bottom in their life, in their emotional life right now. And as a result of this, in their emotional health, their physical health is being affected. So this card that wanted to come out is the Messenger card. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Very synchronistic. If you are resonating with this reading so far, your guides really want you to know the importance of bringing harmony to yourself so that you can live the life that you deserve. No matter how undeserving you feel right now, remember that these emotions don't dictate what you're really worth. When you are feeling like you're at rock bottom, it's really hard to believe that there was ever a time that you were really happy. But the truth is that there were lots of times when you were really happy. I'm seeing somebody's daughter getting married here. So in my third eye, I'm seeing a wedding ceremony, and I'm seeing a figure representing this person that I'm channeling giving away their daughter. So maybe this wedding was significant. I don't know if this wedding was, what triggered you to start feeling low, because maybe you were so used to having your daughter around and they moved out of the house and now you're feeling alone. But whatever it is, I'm really getting this strong urge to channel this message that these feelings are temporary, and you have so much more ahead of you to look forward to. I'm hearing grandkids, and I'm like seeing in my third eye like a grandmother figure playing with 3 little boys. So I don't know, it's possible maybe your daughter could be having triplets in the future. I'm not sure, or maybe she does have triplets. But either way, a time to give rather than take, again with the green, with the heart chakra. So if you're resonating with this reading, I really recommend doing heart chakra healing and clearing meditations to help yourself through these difficult times. I know it when you are at that rock bottom phase, it feels like it's never going to end, but the truth is that it will end. You have been through other things in your life that maybe you thought you weren't going to survive, but you have survived and you've come this far. Your family, your children, your grandchildren, your significant other, if you are together or if you're on this twin flame journey. Okay, I just downloaded. So this person that I'm channeling feels even more alone after giving away their daughter because they are on this twin flame journey and they're in separation from their person. So this is making them feel an even bigger, like I'm literally seeing the heart organ with a hole in the middle. So you're feeling like you have this big void, this big hole in your heart. And this is what you are now being guided to heal. And I feel like I'm being chosen as the messenger for this, hence this messenger card. Um, to really do things that align you with the harmony and balance that you want to feel in your life. I'm hearing spirit say take responsibility for your emotions. So don't allow your emotions to really, like dictate how you're going to feel about this situation. You can take an active role in deciding how you're going to feel about things. So we have the Three of Coins bridging the gap to the Four of Coins coming out here in the upright position. So the Three of Coins symbolizing teamwork, the Four of Coins symbolizing, holding on to things that maybe don't serve you anymore, keeping your heart closed because you're afraid of getting hurt. And this closure of your heart chakra center is actually what's keeping you in this rock bottom energy. It's not allowing the love that wants to flow into your life to come forward because there is a fear of loss here. There's a fear of further hurt. And your guides are really asking you to release those fears so you can allow what is meant for you to actually come into your life. Here we have the Two of Cups in the reverse position. So this is very synchronistic because the Two of Cups speaks of bringing a renewal into your life. It doesn't always have to be a romantic offer. It could be anything. It could be a rekindling of friendships. It could be, anything that you would consider a renewal. And this I'm really sensing is being blocked right now. That's why it's coming out in the reverse position. And we got this card that's bridging the gap to the Four of Coins. Like you're kind of headed down that road of closing yourself off to your own joy by holding on to things that don't serve you anymore. And then here we have the King of Coins, the archetypal mother figure, nurturing. And now that you have this empty nest, you feel like you don't have anyone to nurture anymore. I'm hearing a divine feminine step in to say don't have anything to live for. So this is exactly what you are being asked to reframe here. You have a lot to live for. You need to take some time to remind yourself what those things are, is what I'm channeling right now. When we look at the events that happen as happening for us rather than to us, we can see the benefit of what has happened, even if it doesn't feel like a benefit in the process of it happening. I always say hindsight is 2020, so we can always look back and say, I can see why things played out this way. But while we're in the midst of it, it's really difficult to see. I absolutely validate that. But that's where it becomes important for us to clear our vision. Here we have the Six of Coins bridging the gap to the Seven of Coins. So balancing out your emotions and balancing the scales of what you maybe wanted things to look like, versus how they really do. You are getting closer to reaping the fruits of these seeds that you've planted. And I'm hearing impatient. So you could be, you could have been on this journey or planting these seeds for so long, and you're feeling like, will this ever come to fruition? Or did I just, plant a bunch of duds that are not going to lead to anything? So I'm really hearing here that you are closer to achieving your goal than you think. And ironically, that is the Moonology card that came out. You are very close to achieving whatever your goals are in life. So don't give up now. And you have so much more joy coming towards you for everything that you have invested thus far into the people around you, into your life, into the lives of others. You will reap those rewards. Just because they don't show up right away doesn't mean that they're not going to come. And I really feel like that is important to emphasize, to reiterate here, because during those times when it does feel that way, we have to remind ourselves that even when we plant fruit trees, they don't bear fruit overnight. Some fruit trees don't produce fruit for a long time. And some, even flower plants like I think magnolias they're called, they stay in the bud form for a very long time before they even decide to open and, blossom into the full-blown flower. So here we have the Five of Swords bridging the gap to the Six of Swords. So, the Five of Swords is all about mental exhaustion, overthinking, conflict. And the Six of Swords is then, moving forward towards calmer waters. So you are in this in-between phase. Maybe this is why I've been drawn to the in-between tarot. You are in between, releasing whatever has been mentally overwhelming you, releasing your mental burdens, and about to row into some calmer waters here. You can see this person treading through the water, and right now this person is right in the middle of it, whether that's a lake or a river. But when you are walking across like that without a boat, absolutely, it feels endless. It doesn't feel like you have the strength to get to the other side, especially if you don't know how to swim. And even if you do know how to swim, that's a long distance to cover. But just because it's a long distance doesn't mean that the shore doesn't exist or that it's unattainable. That shore exists, it's there, and you're closer to it than you think. But the burdens that you're carrying within you cause your body to feel fatigued, cause your mind to feel fatigued. And you don't release those burdens. If you don't release those burdens, it's going to be harder for you to propel yourself toward that shore. So we always have to remember that what decisions we make now will determine how easy or difficult the path ahead of us has to be. Sometimes we make things harder for ourselves than they have to be because we tend to get stubborn. And I think we're all guilty of this, We tend to get stubborn about what we release, what we don't, because we tend to entrap ourselves in negative thinking a lot. And we're all human, it's kind of part of our tendency, but that's where we have to catch ourselves, and we have to remind ourselves that, is the burden that I'm carrying really necessary? Is there a way for me to put it down? Sometimes we carry burdens for such a long time that we forget how to put it down. We lose that wherewithal of knowing how to unload the pack from our back and set it on the ground. We forget that there is, a ground, earth underneath our feet that's willing to help us, a place for us to put our burdens. So we have to find that ground beneath our feet again. And just like this person crossing the water here may not be able to feel anything under their feet when they reach a certain depth, when they exit the shallow part of that lake and they're like dead in the middle, they're not going to be able to walk through it. They're going to have to paddle, they're going to have to swim, they're going to have to do something, but they're not going to make it on foot, right? So sometimes you just have to be adaptable to what your circumstances and even what your mental health is asking of you. Um, you have to adapt to how you're going to cross that bridge or how you're going to cross that lake. Okay, I can't feel ground underneath my feet anymore. I can't walk. What can I do? Can I swim? Yeah, sure. Okay, maybe I don't know how to swim. Is there something floating by me that I can grab onto that will take me safely to the other side? Or, if nothing else, can I doggy paddle my way to the other end? Because the only thing that matters is getting to the other side. And so when you relieve yourself of those burdens and just start thinking of options on how to adapt to whatever situation you're facing, you're going to find that a lot of the heaviness in your heart, the voids that you feel, go away, because now you're placing your focus productively onto something. You're being productive rather than just emotional and spinning in your head about things. And that is so important, you guys. I can't emphasize it enough. The importance of just putting things into perspective for yourself. And that doesn't mean that the emotions go away. That doesn't mean that you negate anything that you're feeling. It just means that you are able to take all of that and put it into a perspective that will allow some type of forward movement. We see on the twin flame journey a lot of times either, the divine masculine or the divine feminine, they get stuck in their head so much that there's no movement forward. They're just in that hanged man position for forever. And, by the time they know it, so much time has gone by and they're still in the same spot. And it's just because they spend so much time overthinking and not enough time acting. It's good to set aside like an hour or half an hour for yourself to feel the feelings, to, process those emotions, but process them productively in a way that will allow you to make the decisions that will propel you in a productive direction. I hope that makes sense. So here we have the Judgment card. To me, this symbolizes fated events, things that are bound to happen. And we all have both good and bad fated events in our lives, right? We all experience gains, we all experience losses, we all experience difficult emotions, and we experience positive, happy ones. But the thing is, we tend to get stuck in the intensity of the negative emotions that we forget to cherish the good things that either have happened, that are happening right now, or that are yet to come. So in this world, you can't have the good without the bad, right? So you have to just learn to balance those two things for yourself in a way that makes sense for you. That, I've spent so much time grieving over this, and I will grieve for as long as I need to. It's a process. I cannot say, okay, this much time has passed, I should be over it. No, of course not. Grieving can go in cycles and it can go on for a long time. But the important thing is to not let yourself get stuck in it to where you're not making progress in your life anymore. You can honor that grief, you can honor that pain, and still be able to reframe situations in a way that allow you to live fully. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Six of Wands, which is the victory card, you guys. And you all know I say there's no such thing as coincidences in this universe. The fact that the victory card here is at the bottom of the deck, which I typically take to mean future energy, is telling you that no matter what difficulties you're going through right now, you will overcome them. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. The tunnel may be long, and sometimes it may seem endless, but you know it's not endless because you can see that tiny little blip of light at the end. Keep your eye on that blip of light and know that you will get through the darkness. And every step forward that you take, that little blip of light is going to get bigger because you're getting closer to it. Nobody can take away the progress that you've made, and nobody can take away your determination. So I'm really feeling my guides wanting me to get this message out there to not lose sight of the power that you have to create your life, the life that you desire. There's a lot of things that are beyond our control that happen, and it is perfectly valid to feel and grieve those emotions. Never invalidate your feelings. Never feel like you have to get over them within a certain time frame. Everything is a process. Honor that process for yourself, but also honor how you're going to use that to your benefit, how you are going to move forward given that, because life cannot stop there. It doesn't stop there. What is something that you can do for yourself to heal your heart, to help you live a fulfilling and productive life in the future? How can you build that bridge to the future that you desire given where you are now? And I really feel like that is the message that needed to come out today. So I pray that whoever this is meant for, because this is a very hyper specific reading, and you guys know that I say if you're subscribed to my channel and if you like my videos, I can pick up your energy in a very hyper specific way and channel that through these readings. So I hope that whoever this is meant for, it finds. And if this resonates with you guys, definitely let me know. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Don't forget to join me on Instagram if you haven't already. I will leave my handle in the video description box. And that's the place to come purchase personal readings from me as well. And to purchase my twin flame manifestation affirmations. So the sale ends at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight. You still have a little bit of time if you want to hop by. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me here. It's good to be doing 2 videos in a row. I feel more productive when I do this, and I love connecting with you all. So I'll talk to you again in the next reading video. You all take care.